Hello everybody, I'm back with another process video for you all today. This one is again using the Vicky Bouton collection that I had pulled out. And things are gonna get a little inky on this layout. This layout takes a turn that I did not expect. I pulled out a piece of white paper to use with it, which is actually the back of like the packaging sheet that comes with the Creative Memories paper collections. They make really good white cardstocks because they're thick. Well, fairly thick. Like they're normal cardstock weight, I would say. So I'm going to ink with the stencil, and I'm really sorry. I have no idea who makes the stencil. It was a recent purchase. It was in the clearance section on scrapbook.com. So I picked it up while it was on clearance. I really liked it. It reminds me of the Spaceship Earth at Disney, which is why I bought it. But then I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? This actually looks like a lot of the motifs that we saw in Italy. So I pulled it out to use for this layout that I'm going to be making of Venice. And so I started out with this layout and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do some stencil inking along the bottom of this layout. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I missed a little spot there. All right, so I'll just go over it and, soften up the white parts a little bit so it's like a light purple instead of a bright white where the stencil is. Yep, that went really well. And then it takes a turn. So my white piece of cardstock, spoiler alert, is going to turn into villainous, what is this? Villainous Potion cardstock. I am using Distress Oxide in the color Villainous Potion. It is a amazing purple color. I love it so very much. I haven't used it a lot though, which I have to rectify. So that's why I chose it today. I did put some water splatters onto the oxide ink to try and make it oxidize, but this paper and the water didn't really mix very well. However, now that I'm looking at it, after this layout was made, it like totally removed the color. Usually when you use it on oxide ink, it kind of makes it change colors. It doesn't remove the color. So it's weird. I think it's the paper, I'm positive. So here I go. I start inking the other edge. This is also why I have this video sped up a lot because I did ink everything and it was a really long video. I'm just using a brush here. I just got these off Amazon. They're not expensive. They're not particularly the best quality, but I wanted a blending brush for my oxide inks. So I wrote an O on one of each color family just to know that I will use those with oxide inks only. And I use my Gina K ones with regular ink, dye-based ink. So yeah, that's what I did. I would recommend that if you want to ink blend oxide ink, you have a dedicated set of blenders or brushes for them. Right. Yeah. So here's where I realize, oh, I really don't want this paper to be white after all. I'm just going to ink thrust fit. My inking is not perfect. It is splotchy. It's like hazy looking. Like there are spots where I think I touched the paper and like my fingerprint showed up, but I don't care. I like how it looks. I think it looks great. So I'm going to glue this piece of white paper in the background. Oh, and that's the other thing. I was totally set on using this layout in a horizontal, I guess, direction. That's That's not the word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it right now. But then when I started making it, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working for me. I couldn't get, like, it just, but for whatever reason, it just was not right. So I changed it to be a vertical orientation. That's the word I was looking for, orientation. So vertical orientation. And here I'm just cutting up lots of photo mats to go behind my photo, which is also going to change in a second. And I am distressing them with my close to my heart distressing edge distressor. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, an edge distressor. But if you don't have one, you could use scissors. It's they work the same. The little tool is a little bit easier to hold, but quite honestly, scissors work the same. I would recommend, though, if you are using scissors, to have a pair of dedicated scissors for it, because it will dull your scissors very quickly. Oh, I just threw my edge distressor on my desk. But I'm sure you can get those edge distressors still. So I did change what photo I was going to use. I'm just taking a drink of my tea before it gets cold, because it's cold in my basement today. Actually, it's been cold in my basement since we got a new furnace, which is weird because the rest of our house is actually hot. But anyway, so I did pop my photo up on foam, and sorry, when I do this layering technique with the photo mats, I just stick them down. I don't try and line them up any specific way. I just put them down. And it is what it is. It's how it turns out to be. And usually I like it. Sometimes I don't. But typically I like it. In this case, I liked it. It worked really well, so I left it. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. I really wanted to use this border piece, but I couldn't get it to like look right. And in order to get it to look right, I had to overlap it over the photo, but that would have been really dimensional. And I didn't want that. Oh, before I forget, the end of this video is going to cut off at some point, but the only thing you're going to miss, I believe, is the title. Me putting the title letters down, which is just Venice in a gold foil, thicker. So you really don't miss much. Apparently, my memory card was full on my camera. I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing. It was possible because my memory card is 128 gigabytes. So it holds a lot of video. But yeah, I guess I should empty it more frequently than I do. I thought about using that stamp, but it's Rome. I thought it was like an overview of Italy stamp, but it's just Rome. And here I'm going to glue down this little embellishment that I had made. I made this from a pack of ephemera from Creative Memories, and I put it up at the top, and I'm like, I don't like that. So I put it down at the bottom. I don't like that. Put it kind of like off to the side at the bottom. Oh, I really like that. So that's where it ends up. Then I add some stickers that I had pulled out from Vicky Bouton, and I have this little container of stuff that I pull out to go on layouts, and it doesn't make the layouts. So then I pulled it out for this, and I add a label and a label circle, and then I add these tickets, which are really old crepe paper. I think they're like the original Maggie Holmes collection. So they're old. And then I add a chipboard camera and some black stickers with gold writing, and that about does it. So thank you for watching my video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.